Bam. Well, it must be Tuesday. Yes, it's Tuesday. Tuesdays, it's so funny. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, first of all, welcome to Let's Talk About It. I am your host, Jay, and I just discovered something that I need to check real quick. All right, there you go. Now I'm back to normal. That's how I was supposed to start the show with that little ticker tape running down the bottom, and I didn't do it. I'm your host, Jay. Welcome. Let's talk about it. And I believe I have a good one for every network marketer out there. Whether you're in business with me or you're not, this is some good information that I know you can use, and I'm kind of anxious to get started. Now, I got to say, it's short. What happened and how this came about was a friend sent me a picture, okay? And this training was motivated by the picture that he sent me. Because you see a lot online, people talk about making 10Ks a month. But then, or they say they've got a 10K blueprint, but they don't tell you how to do it. Well, there's some basics that work for any company. It doesn't make a difference what company you're in or what you're marketing. And I got to say this up front, as long as you believe in it. That's very important because if you don't believe in it, then guess what? You're just wasting time. So, look, let's go ahead and get started and bring up the first slide. Step number one. You will hear about me talk about this all year. This year, all year, next year, because it's been discovered that the people who do fail in business, this is one of the number one reasons why. They might have the money, they might have the time, but they don't have the right mindset. Forget it. So, shape your mindset. You need to first realize that achieving the $10,000 a month dream is possible. Listen to that. Is possible. There are people doing it every day. Okay. And that achieving it will require you to invest a good amount of time, effort, and stamina. I was just talking to one of my business partners yesterday, and I was explaining to them that, excuse me, and I didn't bring any water in here with me, but I was explaining to them that in every business I've been in my life, right, when I knew I was really in that business, I would think about it morning, day, and night. Now, understand this. In my first business that I got into, the first thing I had to do was change my mindset. Believe the first book that was given to me was Think and Grow Rich by Norman Benson Peale. Is that right? No. Boy, I'm having a great day today, y'all. Forgive me. I'm kind of off track today. I'm going to give you some bad information, and that's not true. That's a good one. John C. Maxwell. Napoleon Hill. Sorry. Napoleon Hill was Think and Grow Rich, and then How to Win Friends and Influence People. That was the other one I was thinking about. Okay, so my apology. It's Tuesday. Remember, people think on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tuesdays and Thursdays don't count. So that's why I'm here on Tuesday to go ahead and get you motivated to do something today. Make changes. You need to take a look at yourself, to acknowledge your self-limiting traits, at your characters and beliefs, and then to make the necessary changes that will allow you to get over them. And the only way that you can do that is that you have to. I know this thing is going to ring in a second, so let me just stop it from doing that. This is an odd time of day for me to come before you, so please bear with me. But I had visitors today, and I was not going to let that take me away from spending some time with you. So just 1 second. Okay, I turned it off. It can't ring. All right. So let's go back over it one more time. Make changes. You need to take a look at yourself to acknowledge your self-limiting traits, beliefs, and then to make the necessary changes that will allow you to get over them. Okay. And all this comes back again to what you will hear me talk about all year is changing your mindset. You know, your success in life will always start in between your ears, right here. Okay? It'll start here, get down to here, and come out there to the world. It's got to start someplace, right? So that means, yes. What am I talking about? Personal development. I'm talking about you reading books like I just talked about. Um, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I even have one if you're in network marketing. It's called Your First Year in Network Marketing is another one. All right. That's, in fact, that's by a double officer. I just happened to grab this one by John C. Maxwell, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. I've got books all around me. Okay. I've been reading my whole life. And guess what? If you plan on being successful, you will be reading books, you will be listening to motivational speeches, tapes, the whole bit. But this is something you'll be doing on a daily basis to feed the mind. It's very important. Take action and engage. You'll need to take action to engage yourself after changing your self-limiting traits and beliefs. So that means that you've got to act on what you've learned to put it. Remember, you're changing you. So that means that you're changing your way of life to improve yourself. If you're a person that's used to getting up, let's say as an example, 20 minutes before you had to walk out the door to work, you might want to take and get up, go to bed an hour earlier to get up an hour earlier to do some of the things you need in the morning, like to meditate, to have that mirror conversation with yourself, to exercise, to get your blood going. Okay, because the better you feel when you walk out that door, the better that your day is going to be for you. All right, define your goals. Now, I know, especially some of you people who are in network marketing, you've heard this over and over and over again. And I'm here to tell you, if you're out there working and you have no goals for your business, you're not in business. You're what we call winging it. Listen to what I'm saying. You're not in business, you're winging it. Okay. And those who wing it never made it. So define your goals. Develop a goal-oriented personality will greatly help you to define long-term objectives and to focus your money-making efforts into actual achieving them. So I always tell people you have to have long-term goals. Now that could be anywhere from a year to 5 years from now, and then you have to work your way backward to this year, this week, this day. That's how your goal needs to be set out. Because in other words, if you don't have any goals that you're shooting for, what's the use in getting out of bed in the morning if you don't have any goals? What are you actually working for to achieve what? A paycheck on Friday? That's it? Nothing else? Now, I'm sure you have more dreams, desires than that. At least I pray that you do. Okay, let's go. Follow a plan. Define what method you're going to employ to earn your monthly 10K and devise a plan that you can follow through on according to your strengths and your resources. I was telling my team the other day, in fact, I actually did a film. If you go to my YouTube channel, which is simply Jay Early, you will find we were talking about marketing offline. And I think I mentioned 10 different ways there to market offline. There's 10 different ways to market online. You can't do them all. You will go crazy trying to do them all at one time. So therefore, you have to, marketing is about testing. You got to test what works for you. Some people are awesome at TikTok Instagram. I go on there and I see with 10,000, 15,000 followers, right? Nowadays it's like 100,000, 200,000 followers on TikTok. It's like crazy. Okay. But you have to learn how to master that particular way that you're going to market to be successful. You just don't say, I'm going to become a TikToker or an Instagrammer or a YouTuber. It doesn't just happen like that. There's a process. That's why when you plan on having a successful business, you have to give yourself some time. You're not going to build a business in 1, 2, 3 months. Okay. You have to be realistic. I think they mentioned it over there with your goals. And then, of course, last but not least, and I think this is the most important, the most important part of this training, because this is where I see a lot of people fail. You've gone into business and you don't have any commitment. Okay, so commit and persist. Commit to your plan and persist when things are not going the way you expect them to, in order to stay motivated and achieve your long-term goals. I'm going to read that one more time. Commit to your plan and persist when things are not going the way you expect them. That means you need to expect that you're going to have some detours or some curves in the road along the way. There's no straight road from New York City to Dallas, Texas. I know because I've driven it before, right? And I think it took me 3 days. Okay. And I made some stops. My stops were to tank up and get some rest. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm correlating that with business, but you understand what I'm saying? No business just starts, runs, and never has any problems along the way, or we like to call them detours. As long as you're committed and you know where you're going and you're persistent, right? I tell my team every day when they're about their marketing, you have to be committed, you have to be persistent in taking action for your business. Listen to what I'm saying. For your business every day. It's your business. Now, when a person goes to work for a clock, most of them are sitting around doing this number right here. I don't know if y'all can see my watch there. Okay, just sitting around. We call them clock watchers. Clock watchers. All they're worried about is getting their 8 hours in and overtime if possible. Then on Friday they're getting their $199 or $399, whatever it is their paycheck is. That's all they worry about. Okay. And then they got to take that little small paycheck and stretch it out to try to fulfill the dreams that they want in life. Not understanding, number one, you will never be a 6, 7-figure earner working for a wage. You want to work for profits. Okay. Unless you're a doctor, then I guess you can work for a wage. But I believe you got my point. Okay. So commit and persist. I like to say also, they should say commit, persistency, and consistency. That's what that should have said. But again, I went by this chart that I found, and I pray that you got something out of this, as I always do. Now, I know this one was kind of short, direct, and to the point, but I did that on purpose. I'm not going to come over here and waste your time and just talk. I want you to get something out of it, because for me, what it's about for me is seeing you get to the top. Okay. Now, I say this at the end of every training. If you do what I tell you to, I know I will meet you at the top. And if you don't, that means we who follow what I'm telling you, we will be waving to you from the top. Again, I pray you got something out of this. My name is Jay Early, and you're on Let's Talk About It. If there's anything that you would like me to talk about, please just shoot me a message. I'll do some research, and I'll come back and I'll talk about it for you. So always keep in mind that God loves you, and so do I. God bless. Have an awesome day.